Good morning, it's Ross Waugh here from INFRAMANAGE, and we're continuing our series on New Zealand's IDS, Infrastructure Decision Support, one of the best kept secrets of our asset management industry over the last 20 odd years. With me is David Fraser and Tens Henning, and the question I guess a lot of viewers and people looking in at this video will have, gentlemen, is how does IDS actually work in practice?
Ross, we often get that question, as you say, and there's not a single answer to the question. I guess one of the success factors, something that we talk about more in the next video, is we adapted as the sector has developed. In the beginning, there was the sense that local government would like to have the skills internally to run their own models, to do the analytics themselves. Later on, the industry changed where a lot of the services, professional services, were farmed out to the consulting industry. At that stage, much of the modelling then were undertaken outside by private providers, which then brought the need for IDS to take a stronger steering role in that. And through our consortium and the collaboration around the consortium in the development team, we've replicated that structure, and we offer a bureau service to all our clients. So if they want to get a model executed, they contact IDS. They have the choice of whether they go through a formal procurement process, but the best man around the table in the consortium will then chosen to do the physical analysis for that agency. We in the process also then have the necessary quality assurance processes in place, and also make sure that the outcome we deliver to our end client is then well understood in terms of what it means strategically for the investment, future investment into the road maintenance.
And David, just in terms, you've had a leadership role with wider industry around IDS, can you just explain to our viewers how that's worked in practice?
Yes, Ross, I think it's quite interesting, and I think we've got to go back to the industry as a whole. As more things were contracted out from within the local authority sector, the local authority engineers organisation embraced those from outside of being immediate employees of the sector. They embraced them into the Local Government Engineers Association. So there's been a very collective and collaborative approach led from the top down. And the great thing about the model is it's a strategic tool, and we really try to encourage the ownership of the strategic tool within the local authority sector, in other words, the client role, but getting support from those who are providing the services, both consultants and contractors, to embrace that high-level, long-term vision and understand what it's all about, and getting the right ownership into the delivery of the works.
I may add to that, David. The modelling process itself is but a very small component of the entire asset management spectrum, yet it is of strategic importance because, of course, that sets the future investment planning and also the level of service that you would like to achieve on your network. So I guess through the consortium we provide that independently to the councils, and then they have the options whether they're going to use the outcomes themselves or get an external provider in to come and help doing that strategical planning for them.
And Ross, picking up from that small component, it's actually also a very vital component. The New Zealand government has recognised that infrastructure doesn't align itself with the terms of political elections, but infrastructure has a much longer life. And so they've actually called upon New Zealand to produce 30-year infrastructure strategies for all of its infrastructural assets. And this tool is actually a fantastic tool for identifying where the trend's going to be, where the investment needs will be over the life of the assets.
And just picking up on the New Zealand government, and Tens was talking about developing a long-term investment profile, and that just takes you straight to funders. Now, I know IDS has had quite an interaction with the New Zealand Transportation Agency, who do fund quite a bit of the road infrastructure work in New Zealand. Just unpack for us some of how that's worked in practice with IDS and helping investment prioritisation.
Yes, the New Zealand Transport Agency has been a great support of the project, and they have shared the funding with the local authorities, so they've encouraged local authorities to get involved, and through that process they've actually supported the modelling but also scrutinised the outcomes and looked to understand how it can be best used for long-term investment.
And that's a very good news story. So we'll wrap that up here, and we'll thank you for watching this video. We'd like to encourage you to watch the next one, where we're just going to be looking a little bit more about some of the success stories with IDS. Thanks for watching.